Reporting time. Hello, recorders. I'm reporting to you live from Fan Expo San Francisco, and I'm happy to welcome back Danny Machete Trejo, who I interviewed back in 2018. So it's so good to see you again. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime. So let's kick things off with one of your new upcoming projects, Mysteries Unearthed with Danny Trejo. What can you tell us about this project?
Well, you know what? It's going to be kind of a finding treasures, but more by accident than actual treasure hunters, if you understand what I'm saying. And it's like this lady that went out and started digging in her backyard and unearthed a Roman tomb, you know, so it's got that kind of stuff. People that find things by accident. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. That sounds pretty cool, and it's like, I mean, especially how based on the legacy of your career, it kind of came to you kind of a little bit of an accident. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, well, you know what? I just, I loved history anyway, and like the William Shatner show, that one, I love that one. You know? So, hell, I'm up there with William Shatner.
Yeah, Shatner. And also recently, you just completed a short project with your son, who's actually standing right next to us from a son. Tell us about this project a little bit.
Well, From a Son is actually about a father whose son goes out and overdoses and dies. And as he's dying, father kind of senses it and wakes up. You know, when he's like trying to figure out, he goes into his son's inferno looking for him, you know, and it takes the father through, you know, some pretty, you know, terrorizing circumstances. He gets shot at, he gets, you know, beat up. I mean, it's like, it's unreal. And then I think it's probably the only movie that I've cried in. I actually, you know, when I find him, you know, it was a heavy moment. You know, I never thought that anything could, you know, be that, you know, I didn't cry at my mom or dad's funeral. I just wasn't not a crier, you know. And boy, they got me on that one because he just kept talking about baby pictures and little stuff when they were young. So I guess it just cracked whatever shield I had up, and it was really amazing, you know.
Yeah, that's great, and I can't wait for this project to be like just out there, especially everything you said.
Going to con, and that's kind of cool, you know. And he's a pretty sharp kid. He's a director now, so that's kind of cool.
That's very cool, and also like for a millennial like myself, I grew up with you on Spy Kids. How's it feel like that the franchise has withstood the test of time? Like now it's multi-generational.
Well, you know what? You said it, because I've got 5-year-old kids still coming up going, I love your Spy Kids, Uncle Machete, you know. So they're still showing it. Robert Rodriguez made that so it's timeless. Mm-hmm. You know, there's no 57 Chevys in it, or there's nothing to say what year it is. So it's kind of working pretty well. And then the Machete movies, well, we're still trying to get Machete kills in space, you know what I mean? Come on, Robert.
Yeah. At this point, do you still see that as like a live action project, or do you see it like animated?
Machete, I kind of still see it as a live action. I mean, and but you know, I think I don't know. They probably have trouble trying to do it as it'd be a great cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially you're in some cool cartoons like Rick and Morty. What was your experience like with that?
Well, you know what? When they asked, at first it was funny because I wasn't gonna do it, and then it was damn. There's your brother. Yeah, no. Theo. Yeah. Theo. Yeah. My son's brother. He was telling me about Rick and Morty and then they were like, wait a minute, it's one of the biggest cartoons there is. You know? So I ended up doing it, and God, man, it's everybody in the world, not Jaguar.
Yeah. And also, sir, you are a restaurant entrepreneur. Like, how is it like watching, you know, Trejo Tacos and Trejo Donuts like expanding?
I love it. We just opened up one in London on Portobello Road, and it's doing very, very well. because, we had to bring good food to London. And then, we also have a record label, and we've got Coda the Barber, who's singing oldies, doing great. A lot like Richie Valens.
That's some really good stuff. Anyway, to wrap things up on a final note, Danny, thank you so much for your time, sir. Is there any thing you got coming on that we should keep an eye on?
You know what? Right now, Seven Cemeteries is coming out, and that's a fun movie. And we've got 1521 when the Spaniards tried to take over the Philippines, and then we've got what was the other one? The cartoon. Pedro. Gracie and Pedro. Yeah, I play Lawrence Fishbowl. I'm a goldfish. Yeah.
And there you go. Thank you so much for your time, Danny. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, recorders. Please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, give me a like, and catch Danny and his upcoming projects. And catch you next time. Woo. Thank you, bro. All right.